Hey, this is DJ Ashba from Guns N' Roses. If you aren't in the now, you aren't in the nothing.
Right, you've seen him on stage with the Bullet Boys, with Beautiful Creatures and 6 a.m., and now this summer you can catch him playing Rocklahoma Festival and some other gigs in the U.S. with Guns N' Roses. On the phone with me today, DJ Ashba. DJ, how you doing, man?
All right, brother. Doing good.
I'm just really curious how this works out. You're a solo artist. You do all this stuff with Beautiful Creatures, Bullet Boys, and 6 a.m. for many years. How do you end up joining Guns N' Roses?
I had just gotten off a tour with my with 6 a.m. and I got a call from management, from Guns Management, and they said they'd been looking for a new guitar player on the down low for about a year and a half, and had gone through numerous guitar players and just wasn't finding what Axel was looking for. And they asked if I'd come down or wanted to come down, and I said, yeah, I'd love to check it out. Didn't really think a whole lot about it. Never dreamt I was going to, take the gig or get the gig. And evidently when Axel caught wind that I was coming down, he called management and said if he even shows up, he has the gig. So it was kind of went down like that, and it's just, certain things are meant to be, and it just kind of happened so organically,
And I'm guessing that in your formative years, you were probably a big Guns fan.
Oh, huge, yeah.
So what's it like now, like being in the band? You've been in the band for about 4 years now. What's it like being on stage, playing those classic Guns tracks, playing the new Guns tracks, and looking over and seeing Axel to your right or to your left or right in front of you, or knowing he's behind you, just singing those songs?
I mean, I think it's everything you could ever imagine it being. It's very surreal, very cool. I mean, we I have so much respect for him and vice versa, and it's just really cool to share the stage with, one of the last living legends out there. He is just insane every night. He's on 10 for the 2 to 3 hours around stage. It's just high energy, and it's very blessed to be able to share the stage with not only him, but some of the most talented musicians out there that he handpicked for this band.
And with the tour schedule this year, you guys have been on tour pretty much solid since you joined the band. There's some breaks in there, but this summer you guys are actually you've hit the UK festivals many times. This summer you're actually hitting the Rocklahoma Festival and the River City Rock Fest. Pryor, Oklahoma on Rocklahoma, and San Antonio on the Rock Fest, and then you're doing another date that's just announced in Kansas City at the Midland in a small venue. Have you guys done the festival circuit in the States very much prior to this run?
Not really, to be honest. I mean, we done quite a few festivals. We done like Rock in Rio, and a couple. I mean, actually a lot of big festivals. But these are, we've never played Rocklahoma, or I haven't with the band, and so we're this and the Governor's Ball and the few dates that we did book, we're really excited about. So Rocklahoma is going to be a blast. I can't wait.
Now, some bands when they play a festival, they shorten the set list, or they don't really bring what they bring to a headlining show because of the constraints of a festival. Are you guys actually bringing the entire Guns N' Roses full set list, full stage show to the festivals?
We do, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's that's just what a gun show is. Axel doesn't do anything half-ass, and neither does the band. So definitely be prepared to get your ass kicked for sure that night.
I've actually, for a long time, I've YouTubed your guys' UK gigs, the festival shows, and it's just I love the set list variety because you guys don't ignore Appetite, you don't ignore the Use Your Illusion era, and you really don't ignore Chinese Democracy. You're
gonna get everything from Appetite to Chinese Democracy. It's just a kick-ass night of rock and roll, and you're gonna hear every classic hit, every new song that we're putting out, and it's just a full-on, well-rounded show for sure.
And even though you guys play for 3 hours a night, it really seems like when you watch this raw video from the festivals, even if it's like somebody's like flip cam, Axel's on. He's on for the entire 3 hours, and that's really cool.
Well, the one thing I've obviously played with a lot of bands out there, and the one thing that impresses me so much about playing with somebody like Axl is there's not one of these songs that's easy to sing. And this guy goes out and not only runs for 3 hours on stage, full blast, singing these songs, he does it night after night, it's just mind-blowing to me. I don't know how he does it. I could admit that, it's pretty insane. It's one thing to play guitar for 3 hours, but it's another one to be singing these songs, It's pretty insane. And
he still does the dancing and the running and the jumping that he did back in 1990 and 1988. He still does all of it. And the greatest thing is he's old school, He doesn't believe in playing, having, everything you hear, he is singing, and there's no lip syncing to Guns N' Roses. It's the real deal. He's out there. It's raw, and it's just, I just have so much respect for that. So now, if you had to pick a favorite Guns track that on the set list, what would be the favorite track to pick of any of the songs from any of the albums?
Well, it's that's a really tough one because there's not a gun song that isn't fun to play, to be honest. I mean, God, everything from, I love playing off the new stuff like Shacklers and This I Love and, Chinese, and there's just so many great ones, There Was a Time, and, of course, like November Rain, Don't Cry, and Civil War, and there's just so many, Patience, to everything off of Appetite. There isn't a song that isn't fun to play.
And on the tour, do you guys pull out the full, like for the festival gigs, the full arena thing, like where you guys have the big video screens, pyrotechnics? Do you guys have that whole setup going on?
Yeah, we take that everywhere we go. But yeah, we're going to switch it up for these festivals. We're going to do some, I think, pull out some fresh things and change it up a bit. And so it should be really exciting, and it's going to be fun for everybody.
Now, the one show on the schedule that makes me curious, like how you guys are going to work this in, it's the one in Kansas City where you guys are playing the Midland. It's a smaller theater. Now, how do you think you guys will go from playing, like, what'll be the difference going from playing like an amphitheater in Lubbock, Texas on June 1st and then playing the theater, the Midland in Kansas City?
Well, what's cool about being in Guns is we'll go from playing 150,000 people at Rock in Rio to playing the Soho House for a private party for 300 people. So, it's we're used to doing really small, eclectic gigs, and and in fact, we get a kick out of going in, like when we were in Tokyo last, instead of playing the Tokyo Dome like we did the time before and selling it out, we went in and played a really small theater, so it just causes pandemonium, and it's fun because it's our chance to get really super up and close and personal with fans, which is really cool. So we actually like doing that type of stuff.
Yeah. It's just really cool to see that you guys are still willing to go do like the House of Blues gigs or things like that, like actually going.
We loved, and that's what's cool. It's just so random that it works, and it makes it fun for everybody,
On a personal front, you have your own website too. There's the official website for Guns N' Roses is gunsnroses.com, but you have djashba.com. And
I do.
On that site, you have a link to your personal MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You've also got your online store, which is the Ashba Swag store. And
yes.
You've also got an iPhone app. The iPhone app, that's actually, you can tune your guitar through the app, right?
Yeah, you can. We have well over 300, I think 350 items in ashbaswag.com, and the store is growing rapidly. And we put out one-of-a-kind handmade stage clothes. So pretty much everything you see me wearing and on stage, you can actually go to my store and get it from the exact same maker who makes mine. And her name's Cody Verona, and she's been doing everybody's clothes from Marilyn Manson to Motley to Rihanna, P.O.B. for the last 30 years in the rock industry. So I teamed up with her and started this clothing line, and it's just been on fire. We just opened up 3 stores, 3 pop-up stores, one on Melrose at Forgotten Saints, one in Las Vegas at Harley-Davidson. We put a pop-up store there in Henderson. And then we have some stuff over at the Goratorium, Eli Roth's Goratorium here in Las Vegas. And the stuff's just doing really well, and the goal is to officially open our, to open up a store here of our own here in Las Vegas. So
very cool.
We're hoping to do that sometime this year. But we do so much beyond stage clothes. We just launched a whole division called streetwear, where it's just basic, really high-quality T-shirts and jeans and, baggy beanies and gloves and all kinds of cool stuff. And then we got the graphic-driven T-shirts and things like that, hoodies, robes. I mean, you name it. We got a lot of merch in there, and it's really cool. I designed a car called the Ashba Challenger coming out with Dodge and West Coast. I teamed up with West Coast Customs, and we're putting that out this year. We got a guitar coming out, Les Paul signature model from Gibson. It's my signature guitar that matches the car. That's coming out in June. So we got quite a few things coming out this year that I worked really hard putting together last year.
You can get all the information on that at djashba.com. And like I said, all your social media is there, and you can actually get the link to the tuner as well, the iPhone app tuner. And and as far as the rest of the year with Guns N' Roses, after you guys finish up these few dates you have booked for May and June, what's the plan for Guns N' Roses for the rest of 2013?
Well, right now I'm just in the studio writing every day. I'm writing every free moment I have. Since I've been off tour, I just locked myself in the studio. Axl's coming out in about a week, and we're just gonna have fun and hopefully get in the studio and make some magic. So.
That'll be great to hear, honestly. I love Chinese Democracy, but man, I'm always itching for new music from Guns. I've been a big Guns fan for a long time, so it's Guns N' Roses on stage on Friday night. And the May 24th is the date for Rocklahoma, and June 2nd in Kansas City at the Midland. Usually at the festivals, what time do you guys hit the stage? We've
been going on right on time. I mean, like the last, to be honest, the last few tours, I mean, Axl's been just dead on, and it's just been awesome. And we go on, and the crowd just, the crowds are insane out there. So I'm hoping everybody, I'm hoping to meet a lot of people out there. I know I have a lot of friends going out, so it should just be one massive party, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I may even go out a few days early just to hang out and hopefully meet some people out there. Very cool.
And once again, those dates, May 24th, Rocklahoma at Pryor, Oklahoma, and June 2nd in Kansas City at the Midland IMC. And I can't wait to catch the show in Rocklahoma. I'll be there. So
thank you, brother.
Right.
We'll go have a drink.
Hope so, man. It'll be fun. Thanks for chatting with us today, DJ.
You got it.
Right. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys.